since we're gonna go to the Warner Bros. The subway is like 7 floors. It's very deep. Oshimae, the making of Harry Potter.
Hey guys, so today I'll be showing you around Warner Brothers Studio Tour in Tokyo, Japan for the making of Harry Potter. This is gonna be the very first time I go here, and we went here around the first week of March 2025. For your belongings, you can drop them off at the cloakroom storage area. So we booked this experience via Klook. You can use my discount code MaryFriendsAryKlook. We booked this for around $45.
This is the waiting area.
Right by the waiting area, you'll be able to see the famous food hall, which is first on our agenda because we need to eat since it's 30 minutes before the start of our tour.
How much is this one?
Just stay here and then you get. So they gave us our number and then the drinks are at the side. So we didn't get to order the famous Snitch Golden Bottle, but we'll get that later if you have more time. As somebody who has read all the books and watched all the films, even if you're not a big fan, if you're a muggle or a wizard, this is all so amazing to see in person. Even the food was Harry Potter themed. The English breakfast with the 9 3/4 toast is actually pretty worth it.
And this is the start of the tour entrance.
At 4 p.m., we decided to enter the tour entrance since this is our chosen time slot for the start of the tour. The beginning part of the tour is mostly behind the scenes, like the directors, some posters, some fun facts.
Wow, behind the magic. Tim Lewis.
Then we were led into a cinema-like area where we were briefed on what we can and can't do during the tour. They're about to open the doors to our first day at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. 3, 2, 1, let's enter! In this area, you'll be able to see the Great Hall where the food is served. This is also where the sorting hat happens, announcements are given. There's a lot of the house banners, the portraits, and even the lights dim on a timer. You'll also be able to see and take pictures with some of the professors of Hogwarts.
We have Albus Dumbledore in the house. We have Severus Snape. Hagrid is over here. Transfiguration spells. Miss Minerva. Professor Minerva McGonagall.
And before we went to the next area, we went through a brief look at how Harry Potter was conceptualized through its early drafts and looks for the designs.
It's moving! Wow!
This was so exciting to see in person. This is the moving marble staircase, which of course leads to the Hogwarts dorms. This is so iconic, and even the staircase moves. And there are animated portraits, like the guest photos will appear here in the frames, like what we'll do right now.
So we get to choose a station.
Once you're done scanning the QR, each station or picture frame will show up in the staircase behind us earlier. So we chose the one in the middle and we did our poses. Now we're gonna look for where our picture frame ended up here behind the staircase.
I think it's your... Oh, that's us! OMG! That's so cute!
After the photo frame session, we were able to look at the Living at Hogwarts area, which is the Gryffindor common room, the boys' dormitory, and a full set of the dorm beds. This area also holds the common room for Slytherin. I believe this could be the closest you'll ever get to feeling like you were part of the movie, since this is the Quidditch interactive experience. Basically, they're gonna film you as if you were part of the crowd cheering for Harry as they're doing their Quidditch game against Slytherin. This was the group before us where they were being led by a director on how they were going to shoot the scenes. Now, this is gonna be our turn to be actors of the Quidditch scene for Harry Potter. It was around 5 to 10 minutes of filming, and then it was a wrap, and you get to see what it looks like on the screen afterwards. And if you are visiting Japan and you want to try out the making of Harry Potter, be sure to check out the Quidditch experience because this is actually Japan exclusive. After the Quidditch filming experience, you get to see some of the props like the broom Harry used, the Nimbus 2000, and other items. Some of the props you'll be able to see is the Quidditch game chest, which contains the bludgers, the quaffles, and even the golden snitch.
This part of the movie.
Here in this area, you'll be able to see Dumbledore's office. So there's going to be tall bookshelves, celestial decor, and even the pensieve with visual memory moments of Tom Riddle, or as we know, Voldemort. The next section is mostly the props, like the ones that were used and some of the costumes that were worn on set.
Oh, there's a bike seat. So cool because this room shows all the props that were worn in the movie set. It's so cool! Look! Potion making! Gawa ko love potion for you.
Here in the potions making area, you can pretend as if you're creating your own potion, and then we'll be going to one of their classrooms. So this area, they're going to be teaching you defense against the dark arts, so casting spells like Stupefy or Expelliarmus. In this area, we also waited in line to take a picture with the Mirror of Erised, or as we know, the Mirror of Desire. The most realistic looking area for me would be the library. Even in photos and videos, it just looked like I was in the film itself.
This is the headmaster of Hogwarts.
Now we will be entering the Forbidden Forest, so it's a dimly lit area. Of course, Aragog's here, and also Buckbeak, where when you bow to him, he will bow back. Of course, we also have the flying car and some centaurs here in the forest. There's also a lot of spellcasting stations against the mentors here, and plus my favorite part, I really didn't know what to expect from this area since there were a lot of stations. As we were casting our Patronus, mine was a cat, and I was really so thrilled about it since each area there was a different one, and I didn't know what mine was gonna be a cat. This is my boyfriend casting his Patronus, and he got a sea otter. It was a bit hard to navigate because the whole area was very dark, and you can just see a few dim lighting from this area where you're gonna cast spells. Since we're already finished with exploring the Forbidden Forest, we went outside and we saw Hagrid's hut and some pumpkins where you can take pictures, but also there's a line for the flying car because the flying car you can actually ride it inside as if you were Harry and Ron. Since we're already halfway through our tour, we're gonna go eat. This is the Backlot Cafe and this is their menu.
There's mandrakes.
But we decided we're not that hungry and we wanted to try Butterbeer. So here at the Butterbeer Bar, they actually serve food and drinks, but we just wanted to try the beer.
Oh my God. Kawawa, nakabusa siya dyan eh.
Here you'll see the menu and the butterbeer costs 1,250 yen, which is 8.58 USD. I haven't been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Universal Studios Japan, so I'm so excited to try butterbeer for the first time, and this is the closest I'll get to ever trying real butterbeer, and I actually really liked it. It's really good.
It's good. It tastes good. I like it. They gave us
The best part about the Butterbeer Bar is they give us a plastic that you can use because you're gonna wash the glass that you used with the butterbeer and then keep it as a souvenir afterwards. Just beside Butterbeer Bar is Faret Drive, which we know is the home of the Dursleys. By the way, this home is actually based on an actual home in Berkshire. This was surreal for me to see because it was just like reading the book Harry living under the stairs in a cupboard for 10 years. We also have this famous scene where the Dursleys were keeping Harry's admission letters from Hogwarts. We were also able to see the Hogwarts Bridge. Just so you know, fun fact, they only made one section of the bridge to show in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Walking from the start to the end of the bridge, it was such a fun and cool experience because it made me feel like it was my first day at Hogwarts with other students all around me. Right beside Hogwarts Bridge is the famous scene from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which is the giant wizard's chess game, which you can take videos and photos of the pieces because we know that Ron, Hermione, and Harry were still very young since this is the first book and this is the first film. Outside to the next area, you'll also be able to find the night bus. I truly felt like I was being transported to London because I saw that there's a full-scale set with the Hogwarts Express train, and then to the side you can see platform 9 3/4 where you can take photos and recreate the famous scene. There were a lot of photo areas for the platform 9 3/4, but at the front of Hogwarts Express, the line was pretty long, so we didn't line up for it. But what was exciting was that you can actually go inside of the train.
the chocolate frog. Oh, they're candy. It's Luna Lovegood. Luna.
One thing to note about the studio tour is that there's a lot of shops, but this area with the railway pins, there are some exclusive items that you can only get once you stop by here.
1,600 pesos. Bear, hold it. Hold it if... Cool. The gift shop. Assorted sweets. Chocolate crunch. Puff-puff. According to the assorted.
Right now, we're seeing a behind-the-scenes look of how the Ministry of Magic was made. But also, this set, which is a live scene of what the Ministry of Magic looks like, is actually, again, Japan exclusive. So make sure to put this on your list once you go to Japan. It's just like the Ministry of Magic where there's a line before you get to where you have to teleport off to. You'll be able to experience walking through the fireplace and then using flue powder in order to teleport using magic. And then you'll see emerald green flames and smoke. This area also showcases what the animatronics were used for different creatures and animals in the Harry Potter films. So you get to see all the animal actors throughout the series here as well. Ang daming Hedwig actors, Jollibee. Mandrake! You'll be able to see screaming mandrakes, the goblins, the ogres, and even some magical creatures from Fantastic Beasts. Here are the goblins. And of course, we can't forget Dobby. But why is he trapped? Dobby is a free elf. Dobby is a free elf. Next is an in-depth look of what Fantastic Beasts animation looks like, from character design to texturing, modeling, and it's even interactive. You can even touch some of the stones and other used materials for the sound design of the films. Now we're about to enter the Broomstick flying experience, which is a fan favorite, and it's very popular because this is the closest one to having an amusement park ride. Just like the actors said it, you are going to be sitting on a broom in front of a green screen, and then they are going to show that you are flying through the wizarding world. This was the Broomstick experience. 2 packages. It's 5,000 for the gold package, which is like prints plus the Broomstick video, and then a more expensive one which was 6,000 yen. And there's also like 3,500 yen for some prints. Next, you'll be directed to the sound design room, where you'll get to see the importance or how it makes a difference depending on which props or items were used for making the sounds and music in the film. It was so amazing to be teleported into Diagon Alley. You get to see the window-lined shop like Ollivanders, Gringotts, Weasleys. Also, one thing to note is this is a view-only area. You can't really enter the shops, but it was still so fun to be here. Nimbus 3000. I love this part. Iconic. I feel like I'm shopping in the place. Diagon Alley. Now this area is mostly newspapers, letters, and even the Marauders map and some of the gift shop items that you can buy. You can see them here. The letters. Now we're about to enter one of the biggest highlights for me, which is the Hogwarts scale model. Like, this was huge in person, 2 floors of this castle, but this is a recreation of the original scale model. The original, though, took around 86 artists to create it, with more than 75 years of investing the total working hours to make it. So this features greenhouses, owlery, the boathouse. The original Hogwarts model was actually used for the real filming of the Hogwarts exterior shots, and then the backdrop was made to be CGI. As we are nearing the end of our tour, we are guided to the studio shop, which is their main gift store. So this gift store, it's so immersive and huge. You're take a while before you reach the end of it because there are 14 themed sections, which has around 7,000 items. This area alone is around 13,000 square feet, and it's actually the world's largest Harry Potter studio tour shop, which also means that you're going to be seeing a lot of different merch and items. Different clothing merch, different wands, all the things that you can think of related to Harry Potter are here. The numerous theme zones are reflected after the iconic stores like Honeydukes, Flourish and Blots, Ollivanders, each mirroring what you can see in the Harry Potter film series. What makes this shop so unique is it has Tokyo exclusive items like Hedwig themed wands, local design mugs, t-shirt, cookies, and unique collectibles that you really can't find anywhere else other than this Tokyo studio tour. And there's absolutely a wide variety of robes, scarves, house-themed apparel. There's even one for your pets. They have jewelry, mugs, socks, plush animals, maps, and customizable goods, meaning you can actually put your name on your wands, your house crest, robes, t-shirts, notebooks, all of it, you can customize it. There are even Hogwarts acceptance letters that you can find here. Here are some tips if you want to enjoy the whole experience. First is to enter early, or you can buy your robes. They're gonna be great for when you enter the whole thing and you are already in costume. There are also changing rooms and cloakrooms in the beginning before the entrance. There are also lockers provided. So just bring cash for the lockers. And for the robes, they do not offer any rental, so you have to purchase them if ever you're gonna wear the robes. Overall, a super fun and memorable 5 out of 5 experience. Book on Klook and use my discount code MaryFriendSaryKlook and enjoy the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, The Making of Harry Potter.